Yo, guys, this is Marco with Picks in Motion. You cannot be any more hyped than what we've been doing here. The team has been on fire. We are 2-0 on our last two-man, and we are 1-1 on our last three-man. We are looking at a 12.2 units up right now. If you're minus the 1 unit, 11.2 units. If you are a $25 better, you are looking at $275 plus. If you are a $50 better, you are looking at $550 plus off of 4 plays from us. It has been so exciting, everything we're growing here. Shout out to the Picks in Motion team. I know it's been a little bit hectic, especially with the NFL playoffs, but we just locked in here these last 2 days. I said it from Thursday when I first put my face on screen and I first introduced myself out to the world. We've been absolutely on fire. It is so exciting. Now we got to lock in on this divisional weekend. We're going to put out a 2-man NBA on Twitter. So get onto Twitter with us, guys, at Picks in Motion. We're going to put out some gems over there, maybe another NFL player too. So come on, give us a follow, give us a comment, give us a like. I am here to interact with you guys. So let's get right down to business. You got the Buffalo Bills heading over to the Denver Broncos. The line opened up at Buffalo minus 1.5. It has completely flipped now to Denver minus 1.5. If you look at the percentages here, the 68% of the money and the bets is on Buffalo, and 61% and 65% of the money and the bets are on Buffalo. So you could definitely say that Buffalo might be a little bit of the favorite, especially on the public side. You cannot deny Superman himself. Can the Denver Broncos prove to the world that their 14-3 record, that they are for real? Yes, they didn't have to play the real Chiefs sometime this year. I really like everything that Sean Payton's doing over there. Bo Nix, just do your thing and throw the dimes all over the field. Now, it breaks my heart to say that because we went 3-0 and the same game parlay when it came to Buffalo hitting everything across the board. But I want to just pop right here and give you our Josh Allen for 208.5 yards passing. How can you deny this guy? How can you put this number at 208? It even at points was at 199 on places. If you look right here, you could get plenty of different things on PrizePicks, whatever odds they're going to give you. But right now on DraftKings minus 113, you're going to give me 208 passing yards for Josh Allen to get over. I'm going to take that all day. Yes, he's been Superman, and yes, he has failed that at points here, only hitting that at a 60% mark. But this is just a different game. It's all in right now. Of course, we know Denver's defense has been absolutely on fire, coming in at a ranking of 7. So how can you deny this guy? How can you deny everything he has going on? I believe in Superman. I don't know. I'm probably leaning more towards the Denver money line, and maybe Superman denies me at the end. But in the smart play of that, it's Denver money line. And just looking at Josh Allen, he is going to be passing the ball. He's going to be feeding everyone he could feed with the passing yards. Of course, they might do a little bit of rushing yards, but I am on James Cook under 79.5 rushing yards. If you look right now, that opened at 80 and kind of been steadily there. I just think Buffalo needs to run and gun the hell out of the ball and get pressure off of the defense and give that defense some confidence to swarm maybe the offensive side when it comes to Denver. But just looking at the last 3 games, of course, he has been down. So having this number so high, and of course he had an amazing season when it comes to James Cook, just banging in all these top yardages here. But guess what this did? This really beat him up going into the playoffs, and now they're just playing a completely different offense, and they need Superman to just do what Superman does. Get over that 208 passing yards. That should be a piece of cake. If you're going to give me that number, I am going to jump all over it. The rest of the world is on, Bo Nix over rushing yards. Well, the rest of the world was always on James Cook over. But right now, we need to go opposite, and we need to go under 79.5 yards. And then, of course, talking about R.J. Harvey, the running back for Denver, who has a pretty solid season himself. But this is what we got going on right now. Over rushing attempts, 13.5 for R.J. Harvey. I'm going to tell you exactly why. Denver lost that last playoff game last year against Buffalo. They only ran the ball in total 10 times. The whole offense, everything that Denver's trying to do is keep Bo Nix from throwing the ball wildly. Yes, he's throwing dimes all over the field, and I actually believe in Bo Nix more than most people do. But RJ Harvey, they need to get him over 13 and a half rushing attempts to get this win. Right now, looking at everything, we're projecting for about 15 to 16 rushing attempts for RJ Harvey. They are going to feed him, especially since Buffalo is not too good on the rushing attempts, coming in at 15. And truthfully, coming in off of a crazy, crazy game against Philadelphia, just pulling away with the victory. So I really like Sean Payton, seeing his mistakes from last year. Sean Payton, seeing what they did all year long, and that is feed the running back the ball. RJ Harvey, rushing attempts over 13 and a half is definitely one of my favorite plays, because if Denver is ahead, they are going to pound the rock even more, which might give us this 17 to 18 range. All right, so let's pop right here when it comes to San Francisco 49ers +7. Seahawks are -7. How can you deny the San Francisco 49ers at plus money like this? Of course, everyone is taking the points. I see this almost even as a Seahawks -10. That's what some of my calculations are reading. As crazy as it sounds, sometimes you just need to trust the data that you are showing. And we hit that $200 big guy hammer when it came to San Francisco plus the points last week. I just don't know if they could do it this week, but we'll give out a final hard lean play out on Winnable. We might even do a 2-pick parlay. We haven't really decided yet. We're going to see what the numbers are looking like. I need to just stay true to my man right now, Jauan Jennings. Now, they have him at over 39 and a half yards. We hit this last week at over 40 and a half yards. I think that Brock Purdy has found himself a little bit of a window here. Kyle Shanahan was able to scheme up the plays he needs to scheme up, knowing George Kittle's not going to be out there. We have a rumor that Ricky Pearsall will be on the field and out there playing. But come on, Jauan Jennings coming off of that passing touchdown. His average is 47 and a half all season. Of course, he crept under that plenty of times, but it's just under it. So this is well and live, especially not knowing where they're going to go and how they're going to scheme against the Seattle, defense, which is used to seeing San Francisco a little bit at this point, especially over the years. So you could just say that Jauan Jennings is going to be a little secret weapon when it comes to San Francisco. We're projecting just about 60 plus yards, giving us an amazing margin of 23 to 25 yards, just a little extra room. So I know we hit this last week, and I'm not looking to go to the well. It's just what the facts are spitting out to me, and I cannot deny them. So we're going over 39 and a half receiving yards for Jennings. He's going to be a surprise wide receiver that might lead San Francisco to a way better game. So I brought up Ricky Pearsall. Right now they put his under over at 24 and a half. None of this matters anything down here. We are just looking at what he's done recently, and that is be a bona fide schemed wide receiver that Kyle Shanahan trusts with the ball. So 24 and a half, it opened at 32 and a half. It has crashed. How can you deny this number? I don't know what you want to call it. It's definitely not going to be one of my official plays on a two-man. But at -110, how do you not throw $50 on that? Figuring this kid's going out there, he's going to give it everything he's got. And over 24 and a half yards he could do in one catch. So it is a live play. I'm keeping it out of my two-man because of everything going on. Doubtful. Maybe they just use him as a decoy out there. Who knows? Or they scheme and absolutely blast 50-plus yards. That's what my AI projections are going. That's what my numbers are reading. As crazy as it sounds, but he has, he's been a missing key part of that offense. It would only be better if George Kittle was out there, but he's not. So you got to say, hey, man, we're going to get him the ball and see what we could get going with Ricky Pearsall and maybe give this Seattle defense a run for their money. But not an official play, just something I really wanted to bring up. And his line crashed 8 yards. So it's definitely, I like it as a straight up bet, maybe something on the side. If I get official word, I promise you're going to get it blasted out on Winnable, and you're going to get it blasted out on Twitter. I just don't want to do an official two-man or log it in there and mess up my whole two-mans and stuff like that. This is just kind of a wing bet. All right, now let's dig into this running back. As crazy as it is, the projections are just reading him only to be getting 48 to 50 yards on the rushing side. We don't know how this game is going to turn out, the under, over, where it is. Listen, I expect it to go over. I expect a run and gun game. There's plenty of times that we sat here and had two defenses clashing off, and the offenses have been a little bit on the lackluster side, but it is not what's going to happen here. We are going full throttle on the passing. Sam Darnold's going to wake up and be throwing dots all over the place. Brock Purdy's going to tear it up. It is not going to be an old school rushing game. We're going under 60.5. And don't forget, he splits a lot of time with his backup running back. You could even say that Kenneth Walker might even be the backup running back at times. So just looking into this, right now the number is high as it could get. So bang this under as fast as possible at minus 111 here for DraftKings. Okay, so I'll try and give you guys an overall wrap up. We're going to put our two-man and our three-man in the pinned comment below. You have a lot of nice gems I gave you here, almost 6 total. Whatever you want to do with Ricky Pearsall, it's kind of up to you. It's my own emotional feel kind of bet. If I do feel like I'm going to pull the trigger on it, I will let you guys know via Twitter or via Winnable, maybe a straight bet I said, maybe like a half a unit just to throw on it. But right off the top, you got RJ Harvey. We're going over 13.5 rushing attempts. You got to link in with that and get it going. And then we're going Josh Allen over 208.5 receiving yards. They are expecting him to rush, but I'm not. James Cook under 79.5 rushing yards. You need to just look at that and not think about it. Go with the under. And Jawan Jennings, who was a Superman, who I can't use the word Superman. And Jawan Jennings, he got the over for us last week, and we're expecting a even better over this week with a margin of almost 23 yards. We're expecting him to be in the 60 range. So just link up with that. That's definitely one of my top plays, and will be in the two-man. And then Kenneth Walker, we're going under 60.5 yards. I just feel that Seattle is going to switch things up a little bit. And of course, you don't know who's really the number one running back at points when it comes to Seattle. But one thing San Francisco has done pretty decent, and that is on the rushing attempts. So you got a little rundown there. I'm going to set everything up for you guys. You guys got to link up with us and hit the free subscription on Winnable. We are also giving away on the VIP side. We are giving away buy one, get one free on that side. If you guys want to link in on the VIP side, we appreciate everything we're growing here and everything we're building. We are going to get the Sunday NFL show out in a few hours. Just stay tuned and then enjoy this Saturday Divisional playoff weekend. Lock in with us, guys. We appreciate everything we're doing here, and you cannot get any better than our last 2 days. Plus 11.2 units, and we're riding it right into this Saturday, Sunday, and we're going to bang this profitable 4 days here. We're so excited. Just get linked up with us and get involved.